Shalom, I'm giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, the Wadi Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, for the days, minutes, hours leading to the return of the one who the world calls Jesus Christ, which his real name is Yahushai. Now, before that, we know pertaining to Matthew, the 24th chapter, that there's going to be wars, rumors of wars, pestilences all over the earth, and you have that earthquakes in diverse places, natural disasters, and you got that going on right now. There's going to be World War III pertaining to Revelation 11, verse 14. Nuclear missiles, the sword bathed in heaven, pertaining to Isaiah, the 34th chapter, the 5th verse. And the pushing of the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, pertaining to Revelation, the 13th chapter, the 16th verse. All these things are going to happen before the one who the world calls Jesus Christ returns. And also just the deterioration of society. Now, right now, pertaining to that, what I want to get into is, you got a lot of music, Hollywood movies, a lot of that's down right now. You got a lot of these different entertainment industry personnel taking a hit. Really, people aren't even going to concerts like that unless it's like the big concerts like the Rolling Louds and the things like that. Other than that, a lot of these concerts, they're not really selling out like that anymore. A lot of these different even athletics, a lot of these different athletics and stuff like that, they're not doing well anymore. I think UFC's down. A lot of these different industries are taking a hit. The entertainment industry, particularly film and TV production in the U.S., experienced a significant downturn in 2024 with production volumes down by 40% compared to pre-strike levels, impacting employment and revenue. Right, so these different people are getting impacted. Movie theaters are trying everything to bring audiences back from pickleball to cocktail bars. Remember, because it's a whole industry. Because when the movies are down and not as much movies are doing well, that hurts the theaters. That hurts the directors, the actors. That hurts the different restaurants. That hurts the different hotels. All these different things chain and feed off each other. So the Heavenly Father is having all these things take a hit and deteriorate. These people are broke and sad and depressed because of reality. Because they're scraping money by. It seems like they can never get well enough on their funds. It seems like they can never be happy. Lacking love, lacking happiness, lacking things like that. So yeah, that's really reality. This is Isaiah 24 verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh, the mirth of tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. Right, and also clubs and these different things, it's taking a hit because these men are tired of hold on. So I'm gonna go to this club, dressed in my best, pay all this money for the Uber and Lyft just to stand and pay hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for sections to buy these different girls or drinks. I'm looking on Twitter and Instagram, they're saying men are creeps, predators, and things like that. I gotta walk up, swallow my pride, ask for the hopes of buying her a drink. She turned around, she laugh with her friends, call you a bitch, call you weak, call you pathetic, say how dare he look at him and look at me, even though she not very attractive herself. You go 0 for 10, you asking for numbers and stuff. Everybody's turning people down and things like that. So these dudes don't want to go to the club anymore. When that interaction, that love between men and women, that's going down heavily. They shall not drink wine with this song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it, right? So strong drink is bitter. A lot of these people, they drink out of their bitterness or to, drown their sorrows. But then the soberness comes back, or the high wears off, or whatever have you. Then again, they got to face what? Reality. and reality hurts and it sucks. The seeing elements of their life really just suck, whether it's relationship wise, whether it's financially, or or literally all the above. It just sucks. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the city is left desolation. And the gate is smitten with destruction. And that happened in 2020. You know, the streets in these different places were cleared. You know, because nobody was out. Everything was boarded up. But that came and went by. But, you know, that's getting ready to come back. And Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua will soon. But yeah, that's what I wanted to get into. You know, these different things going on. Like I said, it's a slow, long, suffering, long developing process. You know, so you can't get disenchanted or impatient. You know, we knew that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, it's going to be a long game. You know, the long game is going to be played. You know, so we just got to pray and hope it gets sped up. We just got to pray and hope that, you know, we are kept and we keep our patience and we keep our minds and we keep our spirits, and the Lord continues to maintain us, you know, spiritually, financially, physically, etc. You know, all the way to the end. But yeah, you know, as we can see, you know, things are moving at the pace that Yahweh Shai wants it to. Lord willing, when these things do crack off, you know, in full effect and leading up to it, you know, we'll be watched over and protected. Shalom.